What's good, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Hope all you had a great weekend. Um, Super Bowl was pretty cool last night. Uh, Congratulations to Philadelphia Eagles. Took it home last night. They took that W last night. It was a pretty intense game last night. It could have definitely went either way. It was times where it looked like New England was about to take it, and the Eagles wasn't having it. I'm gonna tell you right now, Tom Brady need to retire. Tom Brady need to hang up them cleats, man. He need to hang them up. He need to retire that jersey, man. He getting a little old here. You already know. I had to have this. You already know. I had to. I had to. I'm a green tea head. Like I love this stuff. You know me. I always get the big jug of green tea, man. You can't buy the smaller cans because then you run out. Then you gotta go back to the store and buy more. It's annoying. Um. So anyway, getting into today's episode, I kind of liked it. Kind of didn't. Um. Ava. Ava unintentionally just gave Nell an idea. Um. Here's the thing. I want Ava to be like a villain in a way, not like totally evil. You know what I'm saying? But I just want her and Nell to be villains. I just don't see them as gray type characters. Complex. Like they're totally, gray. Where you know how some characters are just, there's black, there's white, then there's that gray area. I don't want them to be that. I think they can make good villains. Chloe Lanier, she plays the part of a villain very well. Um, and I think she should be a villain. I think Ava should be a villain because here's the thing: Ava, I, her just sitting back taking advice from Nell of all people about what to do about getting her daughter back. Ava, come on now. If this was like 2, maybe 3 years ago, Ava would have never settled for this. Just having her daughter taken from her, not trying to fight for her or go to court or come up with a scheme to get full custody of her daughter. She just sitting back taking it. You know what I'm saying? That's not Ava from 2, 3 years ago. Definitely not. And I'm ready to see her get back into action. Like I like when Ava is in her villainous mode. That's when I feel like she's at her best. When she plotting and scheming. Um, but she definitely gave Nell an idea. And of course, Nell is gonna take it and run with it. Carly, anytime anybody can be a pain in the butt to Carly, I love it. I love it. Carly is such a hypocrite. It's not even funny. She's sitting there telling Michael about how this girl, what if she has postpartum after the baby is born? Carly, didn't you have postpartum after Michael was born? And Jason pretty much took care of the kid for a while? And didn't weren't you in Shady Brook 13 years ago and Sonny was afraid to have you around Michael and Morgan because of the way, he felt like you were unstable? So who are you to throw like come on. Nell is basically a younger Carly. Probably a little worse. But she's definitely a younger version of Carly. I think that's what the writers are going for. And at this point I just want them to be villains. Cause the problem is the writers think that the only people who could be villains are people like Helena and Jerry Jacks and Faison. You have to have new villains. You know what I'm saying? I haven't. This is why every time a villain comes back on the show, it's always the same villains, a Cassadine or Faison or Jerry Jacks, because they don't build new villains. That's the problem. They're not building any new ones, and the old ones are just that old. They're getting old. I love seeing Helena and Jerry Jacks, but why does everything always have to center around them whenever there's chaos going on in this town? Create some new villains. Ava and Nell can definitely become villains. They play the part very well. Why not just make them full head villains, full on villains? That's what I would do. I would write it to the point where they're not totally evil, but they are villains though. That's the way I would do it. because you need new ones. The old ones are getting older. They're not on that frequently. You got to, have some new people to terrorize the city. You have to. That's how you keep it going. It's like full circle. It comes full circle. You got to keep it going. Um, so yeah, Carly sitting there whining to Jason. See, this is why I didn't want Jason coming back. This is why I was hesitant because I knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. I said, watch, Sonny and Carly gonna run to Jason to clean up their mess or whine to him about their problems. He's never gonna get to have a life of his own. I knew it. And here we go. Carly, chillax. See, the problem with Carly is she's no different than people like Victor Newman and Stefano Demira, minus the whole evil part, but she's no different from them because all those types of people like to control their family in the situation. Carly is trying to control the situation. That's the problem. She tries to control every situation and it always backfires on her. Like, just sit back, let Michael, the adult, handle this situation with his child. Because I already know what Carly' next move is going to be once this baby is born. Once the baby born, she going to try to fight and get Michael full custody of this kid and make sure that Nell is completely cut out of this kid's life. It is same old story. Carly has done this a million times. Like, this is nothing new. She did it to Nicholas or whoever when she tried to take Spencer away back when Courtney had the baby and they thought Jax was the father. She always tried to dictate who could be a parent and who shouldn't. She always does that. And it's annoying. It's like it backfires on you every time. So you might just want to back off and just let things happen naturally. Keep a close eye on the situation, but stop trying to, manipulate the situation into your favor because it's not going to work. And you're just giving this girl what she wants. But if Nell really wants to beat Carly, you have to play people like chess pieces on a chessboard. Because I'm an advocate chess player and I love chess. It took me a while to master the game of chess because I started playing chess when I was what 10, maybe 11, and I didn't master it until I was probably 19, 20. So it's been about 5 years since I mastered it. And you have to like when you're dealing with people, use you got your pawns, then you got your king, your queen. You know what I'm saying? You got your line of defense, the pawns, the horse. It's all a line of defense. You have to move people around like chess pieces. You know what I'm saying? Get into their mind, know how they think in order to defeat. That's what Nell needs to do. In order to beat Carly, you better start playing chess. Because so far, Carly's playing checkers. And that's when you get them. See, when people are playing checkers, you have to play chess. Chess is a way more skill game than checkers. Makes you really think. Chess sharpens the mind. Um, but I love it though. I really want to see somebody knock Carly down a peg or two. I really want to see it. I've been waiting for years. I thought Claudia was gonna do it. She had her on the rope sometime, but I think Nell may just be the match. She might be. I don't know. But her wanting to name that baby Morgan if it's a boy, Nell need to stop playing. I love it though. Nell lives to torment Carly at this point, and I love it. I love it. Um, Elizabeth, you know, I'm not a big fan of Elizabeth. You know that, but Rebecca Hurst has been on this show going on 21 years. This is her 21st year on the show. Can we get her a storyline that does not revolve around Jason, Franco, Drew, or anybody? Can we just give her her own storyline that focus on Elizabeth? Like, seriously. She's, in my opinion, Elizabeth is a vet on this show. She's officially a vet. Why we can't bring her parents on the show? Her mom, Jeff Weber, her dad, her sister Sarah. We already know what's his face. Her brother is in jail. Steve, he in jail. But we could bring the rest of her family on the show. She ain't got like no relatives on the show at all, except maybe Laura, and that's not even her blood relative. Um, But yeah, I just feel like it's time. You know, I consider her to be a vet on this show because she's been on the show 21 years. She's a vet in my opinion. So you know, they need to write her better. Like, give her her own storyline. Franco, I'm sick and tired of watching him mope and whine and complain. It's so boring. Like, speaking of villains, they really do need to get Franco back to being an actual villain like he was, instead of trying to domesticate him, because that's not what the purpose of this character was supposed to be. Um, and they keep bringing up Ryan, Kevin's brother. This ain't the first time they brought him up lately. They've been bringing him up quite a bit, and I'm like, oh God, please tell me Ryan is still dead, because you know how they do with these back from the deads. Before you know it, Ryan probably gonna switch Kevin out, try to take over his life. Don't do it, writers. Don't no. Leave the dead dead, please. This time, Ryan is one character that should remain dead. But you know what? If I was writing this storyline, I would actually kind of bring Ryan back, but I would have him kind of terrorize Kevin and Laura in a way. You know, his mental psyche. You know, he kind of takes over Kevin's life, but Laura start noticing changes in him and stuff like that. I would write that, yo, the way I would write it would be so hot. It'd be hot. It wouldn't be typical. It'd be hot though. I would definitely switch it. Not your typical doppelganger switch. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different. That's just one of my ideas I would do with that. You know, if you're gonna bring Ryan back, make it interesting. You know what I'm saying? Make it interesting. Don't make it typical. Um. So anyway, yeah, Franco, I'm just sick of him whining and complaining. It's rather annoying. Sam and Drew didn't really care as usual. So now they're basically trying to get in on this storyline now that they've been away from for months. They want to find the flash drive with his memories on there, but Drew, of course, don't want Jason involved. Go figure. But what they don't understand is Jason is he's already on the trail. He's looking in all the right places that they're not. They keep talking about we don't know who Heinrich is. Did Jason not tell you that Faison told him that Drew knows Heinrich? He's hiding in plain sight. Why are y'all not putting the pieces together? Jason pretty much, I think, put it together today when he went to go see Peter. I think he put it together. He when he was talking to Peter and Peter was talking and stuff, a lot of Peter's story did not add up, and Jason noticed that because you know Jason is pretty much a human lie detector, and he pretty much figured he was like, yeah, this story not adding up. Then when the cop came in asking about the bullet that was shot at Peter because of Faison shot at Peter with, they still can't find that bullet because remember Peter got rid of the bullet because it went into his vest. That definitely raised another red flag for Jason. See, Drew's so dumb. He's sitting there talking about, no, we're not gonna call Jason. Okay, dummy. Okay. Okay. You don't want to call Jason? Cool. Jason gonna figure it all out as usual, and you're gonna be about 10 steps behind. Then you're gonna sit there and get mad at him again, or why you didn't tell me. You decided not to involve him, remember? Think. You know, use your better judgment. Stop with all the hostility and actually work together. This is what Jason wanted to do from the beginning, but Drew was not interested. Now that you're interested, you're mad because he's not including you. Now you're telling Sam, oh, we're not going to include him. Okay, fool. But he's on the right track while you're not. You're like 10 steps behind Jason right now. He's 10 steps ahead of you. He's looking Heinrich dead in his face and he has a feeling. And you could tell Jason know better. You could tell the way he was looking at Peter. He's on to it. He's on the right scent and he know it. Because when stories don't make sense to Jason, Jason is a hound. He's like a junkyard dog. Jason is on it. He can just smell the BS. He could smell BS like people smell Sunday bacon. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you. He know. So anyway, Sonny went over to where they went? Brooklyn to Mike's apartment. I guess he got some girlfriend up in here named Rita. She a little cute older woman. She ain't bad looking. Um, Apparently this fool Mike became a bag man or whatever. Sonny thought he was gambling, so apparently the money went missing. $10,000 went missing. Two dudes came over there looking for Mike. Mike come up in there like everything is everything, like everything cool, try and deny everything. Then he's sitting there talking about something. Oh, at my age, what kind of job could I get at my age? Really, Mike? What are you, over 70? Bruh, I worked in retail for 5, 6 years. You know how many older people I seen working? I used to work with a dude in retail that was like 90 years old. He worked in a hardware department. Bruh, there's plenty of jobs you can get even if you're a senior citizen. You can get it part time, and I'm pretty sure you're getting Social Security. So you can get a little quick little part time job, cashier, and get your Social Security. And besides, Sonny would have floated you some money. I understand he don't want to take money from Sonny. I get it, but maybe Sonny could have loaned him the money to open up a bakery or a diner, like when he ran Kelly's and stuff like that. Maybe he could do that for him. You know what I'm saying? Like that way, you don't have to do nothing illegal or work with bad people, and you wouldn't be in this predicament. All you gotta do is reach out and ask for help. Might need to get it together because he too old for this. Sonny father need to get his life together. Like honestly, you are 70, over 70 years old. Get your life. Seriously. Get it together, Mike. You are too old to be playing these games. Way too old. But anyway, this was a pretty decent episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you thought about this episode. My voice is like literally going right now. Like that's probably why I probably sound a little hoarse right now. That's why I'm drinking my tea. Helps with my voice because it feels a little scratchy. But I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace.